Welcome to our journey through the fascinating avatars and manifestations of Lord Shiva, one of the principal deities of Hinduism. In the vast cosmos of Hindu mythology, few figures shine as brightly or as enigmatically as Shiva. He is the destroyer, the transformer, the ascetic, the cosmic dancer. But Shiva is more than just one thing. He is a being of infinite forms, each representing a different aspect of his divine nature. Over the next few chapters, we'll delve into the stories and symbolism behind some of Shiva's most iconic avatars. We'll explore the meaning of his dance as Nataraja, the fury of his wrath as Bhairava, and the serenity of his meditation as Mahayogi. Each avatar, a glimpse into the multifaceted nature of this divine being. Join me as we journey into the heart of Hindu mythology and attempt to unravel the mysteries of Shiva's many forms. Picture this, a ring of fire, a symbol of the endless cycle of creation and destruction, and at the center a figure caught in mid-dance. This is Nataraja, the cosmic dancer, one of Shiva's most iconic forms. In his hand a drum beating the rhythm of life, a flame symbolizing the destruction that makes way for renewal. And beneath his foot a demon, ignorance itself held in check by the divine dance. Nataraja's dance is not just a performance, it's the very fabric of reality. It's the rhythm of the seasons, the ebb and flow of life and death, the continuous dance of creation and destruction that makes up our universe. He doesn't just exist within the universe exists within him. Imagine every atom in your body vibrating, moving, participating in this cosmic dance. That's the power of Nataraja. He reminds us that destruction is not the end, but simply a transformation, a step in the never-ending cycle of existence. His dance is a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things, the beauty and terror of creation and destruction, and the divine energy that flows through it all. So the next time you feel lost in the chaos of the world, remember Nataraja, the cosmic dancer, and the eternal rhythm of the universe. This is just a glimpse into the vast tapestry of Shiva's forms. If Nataraja represents the controlled power of the cosmos, Bhairava embodies the raw, untamed fury of Shiva. Imagine a being, his eyes blazing with righteous anger, a garland of skulls adorning his neck, a reminder of the impermanence of life. This is Bhairava, the fierce protector, the embodiment of Shiva's wrath. He's often depicted with terrifying features, fangs bared, wielding weapons that could shatter mountains. But his fury is not born of malice, but of a deep sense of justice. He is the protector of the innocent, the destroyer of evil, the force that stands against injustice in all its forms. Think of a time when you witnessed an unspeakable wrong. Did you feel a surge of anger, a desire to right the wrong? That, in a way, is Bhairava within us all, urging us to fight against injustice, to protect the vulnerable, to stand up for what is right. His form may be fearsome, but it is a reminder that even the most benevolent forces sometimes need to unleash their fury to restore balance. Bhairava teaches us that anger, when channeled correctly, can be a powerful force for good. But Shiva's nature is not one-dimensional. Join me as we move from the intensity of Bhairava to the tranquility of Shankara, the embodiment of peace. After the storm comes the calm. If Bhairava is the raging tempest, Shankara is the tranquil eye at the center, a beacon of peace and serenity. Imagine a figure seated in deep meditation, his skin as white as snow, his eyes half closed, radiating an aura of profound peace. This is Shankara, the auspicious one, the embodiment of Shiva's benevolent and peaceful nature. While Bhairava destroys, Shankara creates. While Bhairava instills fear, Shankara inspires devotion. He is the embodiment of knowledge, wisdom, and spiritual liberation. His form represents the calmness we feel within after moments of deep introspection, the peace that surpasses all understanding. Imagine yourself meditating, quieting your mind, finding a stillness within that is undisturbed by the chaos of the world. That inner sanctuary, that place of peace, is Shankara within you. He is a reminder that true strength lies not just in power, but in tranquility, in finding peace within ourselves amidst the storms of life. He is the teacher, the guide, the one who shows us the path to enlightenment. But Shiva's dance through forms is far from over. Join me as we explore Rudra, the aspect of Shiva connected with the very cycle of existence. The universe is in constant flux, a never-ending cycle of creation and destruction. And presiding over this cycle is Rudra, the storm god, the embodiment of Shiva's raw, untamed power. Imagine a being, his skin the colour of a raging storm cloud, his eyes flashing with lightning, holding the power to unleash both deluge and drought. This is Rudra, the roar of the thunder, the force of nature that both terrifies and awes. He is the wild, unpredictable aspect of Shiva, the force that reminds us of the impermanence of all things. He is the howling wind that uproots trees, the torrential rain that floods the land, the earthquake that reshapes the very landscape. But within his destructive power lies the seed of creation. Think of a forest fire devastating in its wake, yet clearing the way for new growth. That's Rudra, clearing away the old to make way for the new. He teaches us that destruction is not just an end, but a necessary part of the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. His form, often depicted with a wild mane of hair and a third eye that can unleash destruction, serves as a reminder of the immense power of nature and the need to respect its cycles. But Shiva's dance through forms continues. Join me as we explore the fascinating paradox of Ardhanarishvara. In the realm of duality, Shiva embodies both the masculine and the feminine, represented in his form as Ardhanarishvara. Imagine a being, perfectly divided down the middle, one side male, the other female, a seamless blend of contrasting energies. This is Ardhanarishvara, the Lord who is half woman, a powerful symbol of the union of opposites. The male half, representing Shiva, embodies strength, power and dynamism. The female half, representing Parvati, his consort, embodies grace, beauty and nurturing energy. Together they represent the perfect balance, the harmonious coexistence of seemingly opposing forces. Think of the yin and yang symbol, the interplay of light and darkness, the constant dance between creation and destruction. Ardhanarishvara embodies this duality, reminding us that seemingly opposite forces are not separate but interconnected, two sides of the same coin. This form is a powerful reminder that we are all comprised of both masculine and feminine energies, regardless of our gender. It encourages us to embrace and integrate both aspects within ourselves to achieve wholeness. But Shiva's dance through forms is far from over. Join me as we explore the wisdom and guidance offered by Dakshinamurthy. Imagine a figure seated beneath a banyan tree, his silence speaking volumes, his very presence radiating wisdom. This is Dakshinamurthy, the south-facing teacher, the embodiment of Shiva as the guru, the dispeller of ignorance. He doesn't teach through words, but through silence, through the language of the universe, through the subtle energy that flows from him to his disciples. He embodies the idea that true knowledge comes not from external sources, but from within, from silencing the chatter of the mind and tuning into the wisdom of our own soul. Think of a time you learned a profound lesson, not from a lecture or a book, but from a moment of quiet reflection, from observing nature, from simply being. That's Dakshinamurthy's teaching, guiding us to seek knowledge not just through our intellect, but through our intuition, through the silence within. His form, often depicted with four heads representing the four Vedas, symbolizes the vastness of his knowledge, yet his most powerful teaching lies in his silence, urging us to quiet our minds and listen to the whispers of wisdom within. But Shiva's dance through forms continues. Join me as we delve into the depths of meditation with Mahayogi. In a world consumed by chaos and distraction, Shiva, in his form as Mahayogi, reminds us of the power of stillness, the importance of connecting with our inner selves. Imagine a figure seated in deep meditation, his eyes closed, his breath slow and steady, completely absorbed in the present moment. This is Mahayogi, the great yogi, the embodiment of Shiva's meditative aspect. He sits in deep contemplation, not escaping from the world, but transcending it, finding peace and stillness amidst the constant flux of life. He embodies the yogic ideal of self-realization, of achieving a state of unity with the divine through meditation and inner exploration. Think of a time you felt completely present, your mind free from worries and anxieties, fully immersed in the now. That state of being, that sense of peace and clarity, is Mahayogi within you. He is a reminder that true peace is not found in external circumstances, but in the depths of our own being. His form, often depicted sitting in lotus pose with a serpent coiled around his neck, symbolizes the control he has over his mind and body, his ability to remain calm and centered amidst any storm. But Shiva's dance through forms is far from over. Join me as we explore the protective embrace of Kalabhairava. Time marches on, relentless and unforgiving. And standing guard at the precipice of time is Kalabhairava, the fierce protector, the embodiment of Shiva's power over time itself. Imagine a being clad in black, his eyes blazing with the intensity of 1,000 suns, a garland of skulls, a reminder of time's inevitable passage. This is Kalabhairava, the terror of time, but also its guardian. He is often depicted with a dog as his vahana, symbolizing loyalty and his role as the protector of the righteous. He stands at the crossroads, guarding the boundaries of time, ensuring the natural order of the universe remains undisturbed. Think of him as the guardian of karma, ensuring that every action, good or bad, eventually faces its due. He reminds us that time waits for no one, urging us to live each moment to the fullest, to act with purpose and integrity. His fierce form may seem intimidating, but it is a reminder of the preciousness of time, the importance of living a life true to our dharma, our purpose. He is a protector, a guide, a force that ensures the wheel of time keeps turning, bringing with it both challenges and opportunities for growth. But Shiva's dance through forms continues. Join me as we witness the compassion and healing power of Vaidyanatha. In a world where suffering is an inherent part of existence, Shiva, in his compassion, takes on the form of Vaidyanatha, the divine healer. Imagine a being radiating an aura of peace and tranquility, his hand outstretched in a gesture of blessing, offering solace and healing to those in need. This is Vaidyanatha, the Lord of Medicines, the embodiment of Shiva's compassion and healing power. He is often depicted with his consort Dhanvantari, the god of Ayurveda, symbolizing the union of divine energy and practical knowledge in the pursuit of healing. He reminds us that healing comes in many forms, not just physical, but also emotional and spiritual. Think of a time you experienced a moment of healing, a time when physical pain subsided, emotional wounds began to mend, or a sense of inner peace returned. That experience, that sense of relief and renewal, is Vaidyanatha's grace working within us. His form, often depicted with a serene expression and holding medicinal herbs, serves as a reminder that even in the face of suffering, there is always hope for healing, for renewal, for a return to wholeness. He is the embodiment of compassion, the divine physician who tends to our wounds and guides us towards wellness. We've journeyed through the many forms of Shiva, from the cosmic dancer to the fierce protector, from the peaceful meditator to the divine healer, each form a unique expression of his divine nature, a glimpse into the multifaceted being that is Shiva. But beyond these forms lies the essence, the formless awareness, the pure consciousness that pervades all things. Just as a single ocean can manifest as countless waves, Shiva, the ultimate reality, expresses himself through these infinite forms. Each form, a way to understand his boundless nature, a path to connect with the divine within ourselves and in the universe around us. Think of it like this. The forms are like the countless stars in the night sky, each shining brightly, yet all emanating from the same source, the vast unknowable expanse of space. Similarly, Shiva's forms are like those stars, each unique and powerful, yet all expressions of the same divine consciousness. As we conclude our exploration, remember that Shiva's forms are not separate entities, but different facets of the same divine reality. The true essence of Shiva lies beyond form, beyond name, beyond our limited human comprehension. It is in the silence between the dance steps, in the stillness at the heart of the storm, in the compassion that flows through every act of creation and destruction, that we truly encounter Shiva. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through the many avatars of Lord Shiva. We've only just scratched the surface of this complex and fascinating deity, but hopefully this exploration has given you a deeper appreciation for the richness and depth of Hindu mythology, and the profound symbolism embedded within Shiva's many forms. Remember, these forms are not just stories from a distant past, they are archetypes, reflections of the divine within each of us. As you reflect on these avatars, consider which aspects resonate with you most deeply. Which forms inspire you? Which ones challenge you? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of mythology and spirituality. Until next time, may the blessings of Shiva be with you.